Fans, now introducing your starting lineup for your Kitchener Panthers. Leading off, right fielder number 47, Jet Jarvis. In the second spot, designated hitter number 3, Elliot Curtis. In the third spot, first baseman number 35, Liam Wilson. In the cleanup spot, catcher number 2, Riley Davenport. In the fifth spot, center fielder number 89, Andy Leader. In the sixth spot, left fielder number 30, Blake Jacklin. In the seventh spot, shortstop number 5, Stephen Welland. In the eighth spot, third baseman number 44, Carter Arbuthnot. In the ninth spot, second baseman number 18, Evan Sherman. Starting pitcher for this afternoon's game for the Panthers, number 22, Adam Robertson. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please stand as you're able for the playing of our national anthem.
And good afternoon from Jack Couch Park, ladies and gentlemen. I am Mark Perry. I will be taking you through today's contest. It is the Kitchener Panthers taking on the Welland Jackfish, the second half of a home-and-home series. The Panthers beat the Jackfish 4-3 yesterday afternoon in Welland. And for the Jackfish, they will be sending the same lineup they sent 24 hours ago. It'll be Brandon Nicholson, Griffin Keller, Dane Toftland, Brendan Dadson, Matt Hildebrandt, Cole Workin, Dennis DeBanning, Eric Marriott, and Mike Wagner. That is 1 through 9, and they will go up against Adam Robertson, making his 4th start of the year, his 8th appearance overall. He's 1-3 on the season, a 7.23 ERA. He's pitched in 18 2/3 innings. The split not too pleasant. He's only struck out batters 5 times this year, and he's walked 11, and giving up 26 hits in that time frame. Of course, the 22-year-old from Wilfrid Laurier University. The Panthers and the Jackfish right in the heat of things when it comes to the IBL standings. It is Kitchener in second place, 14-11 on the season. They've pretty much kissed their chances of first place goodbye, looking to hold on to second place. Welland in fourth at 12-13, looking to climb the standings.
For the Jackfish, right fielder number 13, Brandon Nicholson.
And as mentioned, it will be the same lineup as we saw 24 hours ago for the Welland Jackfish, and they will start things off here with Brandon Nicholson. And he takes that pitch in, and it went off of the glove, it looks like, and went to near the fence. So that's a ball to start things off, and we are underway here. Nicholson patrolling right field this afternoon from Orchard Park, New York, home of the Buffalo Bills. His second season with the Jackfish. A .297 average. Got a couple of RBIs. He hits that one foul, and the third base coach for the Panthers, or the for the Jackfish rather, had to duck on that one. As Nicholson gives the old Hey, are you all right? Yeah, okay, you're good. Okay, let's continue this. And he takes that one up and high, a little outside. Counts now 3-1. Nicholson was 1 for 4 yesterday afternoon. Struck out once. He walked as well. And he takes that one up high. And Robertson issues the walk to start things off.
First baseman number 24, Griffin Keller.
So that's Griffin Keller at the plate, the left-handed batter. From Pilot Butte, Saskatchewan, takes that one in, and that's going to be a strike. Keller's doing quite well for himself this year, a .387 batting average. That one is taken outside. 20 runs driven in. He only struck out 7 times this year. Takes the 1-2 pitch up high, 2-2. On a 15-game hit streak is Keller, and the runner goes as that one is fouled off. Two for 4 in yesterday's game. He hasn't done too badly this season against Kitchener. He's got at least 2 hits in each of the 3 games he's played, and he takes that one off of the back, and he's going to take first base. And it looks like he's okay. The trainer and the coach come out to see.
Third baseman number 23, Dave Tofflin.
So Dane Tofflin comes up here, and he's had quite the regular season himself. Tied for first with 41 hits, fourth in RBIs with 28. He's batting a .563 against Kitchener alone this season. He has had 2 home runs this year, both of them in this ballpark. And the split is very telling in a hitter-friendly ballpark such as Jack Couch Park. He was 1 for 4 in both games in Welland this season against Kitchener. And the 2 games that these 2 teams played here, 3 for 4 and 4 for 4 for Tofflin. So he's glad to have that 5th game of this season series here this afternoon as Tofflin hits that one up high, and that'll go foul to right. Tofflin, the third batter here. Overall, a .410 batting average. And that's good for 5th in the IBL. Runners at first and second. And Robertson deals the 0-2, and Tofflin hits that one right to the shortstop, and that will not be a double play. Yeah, it is going to be a double play. They do get him. At first, it didn't look like he was going to get there in time to Wilson, but he's able to scoop that one up just in time and make that a 6-4-3 double play. And just like that, 2 outs here in the top of the first. But just like
number 5, Brandon Dodson.
But just like that, too, Nicholson is able to move 90 feet away from scoring the game's opening run. He's at third base here. And that one is taken in for a ball. Brendan Dadson. quick 2-0 count here. Bonneville native, .315 batting average. 23 hits on the regular season. Takes that one outside. Counts now 3-0. As Nicholson's having, or rather Robertson having a little bit of trouble here finding the strike zone early. That one is taken down low, and that is going to be a walk.
Designated hitter number 39, Matt Hildenbrandt.
So Matt Hildenbrandt steps up now. He's got 7 home runs on the season. Tied for third in that category. So Justin Mara, Garrett Takamatsu, and Marcus Knecht of the Toronto Maple Leafs all in front of him. Of course, him and Knecht are tied for third, I should say. Hildenbrandt, the designated hitter this afternoon. That comes in for a strike. Hildenbrandt, the Lindsay native. Spent some time with the Fort McMurray Giants as he fouls that one away to left. He was with Fort McMurray in the 2 summers before COVID-19 played a fool of all of us in 2020. We're back here in 2021. That was taken for a ball. And I mentioned COVID-19 because this afternoon, a special treat at Jack Couch Park. If you're coming into the ballpark today, you haven't gotten your first or second dose yet, well, good news. There's a bus here that'll actually be dealing those. And that one is dealt over to second base and a swipe. And it's safe. And it's a double steal as Nicholson steals home on that as well. And just like that, Welland takes a 1-0 lead. So Dadson gets the stolen base. And that one's a strikeout for Hildenbrandt. So the 1 run comes in to score on the double steal. It will be coming up. Jet Jarvis, the return of Elliot Curtis, and Liam Wilson coming up for the Panthers. It is 1-0 Welland. And welcome back to Kitchener Panthers baseball here on YouTube. Mark Perry with the call here this afternoon. Chris Boato getting ready to deal with the top of the lineup for the Kitchener Panthers.
Starting the bottom of the first for your Kitchener Panthers, right fielder number 47, Jet Jarvis.
And Jarvis here stepping up, and he hits the first pitch that he sees, fouled to right. Jarvis, a .291 batting average, a league-leading 27 walks this season, still leading in that category. So a man that knows how to get on base, hence why you're seeing him in the leadoff spot, but he's unable to get on base this time around as he hits that one to the second baseman.
Designated hitter number 3, Elliot Curtis.
And a man we haven't seen in a while here, Elliot Curtis, stepping up to the plate here. Some extended time off, the Waterloo native. Hasn't played since July 25th against Hamilton. Only his 4th game of the season. And checks his swing there, but that one comes in for a strike anyway. So Curtis in those 3 games and 4 hits. This will be his 11th at-bat of the year, a .400 batting average. He has a home run to his credit against these same Jackfish. That was back on July 22nd in Welland. That was a 6-3 victory for the Panthers. 1 for 3 in that game. He's got a hit in all 3 of his games. Checks his swing there, another strike. As Don Menard hoping here down the stretch to get Curtis back in the swing of things here as we head towards the postseason. And Curtis swings on that one and misses, and that's going to be a strikeout. Strikeout number 1.
First baseman number 35, Liam Wilson.
And we talk about Chris Boato, who is the starting pitcher here this afternoon for the Jackfish, making his 4th start of the season. And it is Liam Wilson up here to the plate. Had an 18-game hit streak snapped in yesterday's game. And Boato deals, takes that one inside, does Wilson, counts now 2-0. And Wilson takes that one downstairs. That's another ball. I might need a new scorebook here. I'm killing wasps left and right here in the media booth here this afternoon. And Wilson takes that one down, and that's going to be a strike. 3-1 the count. Wilson on the chase here. .444 average against Welland this season. 2 home runs, 12 RBIs to his credit against this team. And Wilson hits a chopper to third. And he's putting his wheels on, and that one goes past the first baseman, but Wilson, he is not going to go towards second base on that one. He's going to settle for the single, and he gets on. But I'm imagining that one's going to be an error more than an actual hit, as that one went way over the first baseman's head. That was Griffin Keller on that throw, or on the trying to get the catch there, but that one's taken down. Ball 1. And it is Riley Davenport at the plate. He usually wears number 14, wearing number 2 today. Some laundry issues. And that one's taken, as the umpire says, that one hitting just clipping the plate. That one's taken in, and another strike. Counts now 1-2. And that one's dealt, and that one is hit into the outfield by Davenport, and he gets on with a single, but the right fielder misses it. It goes to the fence, and now Wilson trying for a home. He gets around the man. And Wilson scores the run. He got around the actual catcher, but I'm assuming that they're going to say that the catcher was blocking the plate.
89, Andy Leader.
So again, Andy Leader is up here after Wilson crosses the plate. It is a 1-1 ball game here. Davenport on second. And Leader waits on the 1-2 pitch. That's a strike. Or rather, that was not the 1-2 pitch. We're having some scoreboard troubles here. This heat and humidity making an impact on the technology here at Jack Couch this afternoon. So we'll try to get the counts for you as much as we can here this afternoon. But again, some slight problems with the tech. It is 1-1 to Leader, and Leader hits that one to deep right field, and that one goes out. No doubter. Andy Leader makes it 3-1 Kitchener.
Left fielder number 30, Blake Jacklin.
So Blake Jacklin comes up to the plate here, top of the first. A 3-1 ball game here. Panthers leading it. And Chris Bowato running into some trouble here in his fourth start of the season. Came into today a .490 ERA in 36 2/3 innings pitched. 33 strikeouts, 10 balls. He's got his 34th strikeout of the season on Elliot Curtis. That was the second out. But since then, it has been Liam Wilson reaching, Davenport reaching, Leader hitting that one out of the ballpark to right center field. So again, Blake Jacklin up here as we try to move through our tech issues here this afternoon. I think we're all good to go now. A 3-2 count here to Jacklin. Came into this game, the St. Jacobs native, a .351 average, 12 RBIs, 26 hits. That one goes outside, and that's going to be a walk. His 9th walk of the year.
Shortstop number 5, Stephen Welland.
And speaking of walks, the field manager coming out. And he's going to check in on his starting pitcher here and see what Boato. Motherfucker. So Stephen Welland heads up here. I think I'm hitting as many wasps as Wilson has hit runs this year. And that one is sent back to first base. And the lefty deals, and that one is swung on and missed. Counts now 1-2 to Welland. 262 average this year, 17 strikeouts. And that one is going to go to second base, and caught in a run down there was Jacqueline. And that's going to do it here for the first inning. So Jacqueline gets tagged there. He tried to go to his stomach for some reason, but the Jackfish had him dead to rights there. So 3 runs coming to score for the Panthers. It is 3-1 Kitchener, and we're heading to the top of the second. You're watching Kitchener Panthers baseball here on YouTube. And a first pitch to Cole Workin hits that one deep to left field, and that one is gone. The first pitch he sees, and Cole Workin just turned on that one. I think he hit that one to Highway 78 here in Kitchener. And it is 3-2 for the Panthers.
Left fielder number 6, Dennis DeBanning.
As Dennis DeBanning looking to follow that one up. My goodness, what a hit. As again, it is a 3-2 score here in favor of the Panthers. And for those of you following along on Point Streak as well, I can tell you it is not the top of the 15th. It's only the top of the second here. And that one is going to be popped up. Playable. And Wilson looking to get underneath, and he had to run for that one in the last moment. May have gotten that one lost in the sun, although we have a mostly cloudy sky here at Jack Couch this afternoon. But nonetheless, DeBanning is out.
Center fielder number 9, Eric Marriott.
So Eric Marriott will step up. Niagara Falls native hits that one. He fouls it back, rather. 0 for 4 in yesterday's game. Snapped a 4-game hit streak. And he hits that one foul once again, 0-2. That one comes downstairs, 1-2. We're in the top of the second, 3-2 Kitchener. Robertson deals the 0-2. That one goes down low, and Davenport kept that one downstairs, and that'll be credited a ball. That one way up high. As Robertson loses control of that one for a moment. Pitch comes downstairs, and that's going to be another ball, and that's going to be a walk to Marriott.
Shortstop number 15, Mike Wagner.
And now it's Mike Wagner, the shortstop. Wagner from Buffalo. The 286 average, and now a pitch to second base as they get the runner trying to steal. They pitched it to first as the runner was going towards second base, and Marriott unable to get to second in time, and that's 2 out. So Wagner, now no longer with a man on base, swings on that one and misses. And the pitch comes in. That goes inside. Counts 2-1 to Wagner. 2 outs. And that one's going to be popped up high. It's not going to be playable as that one goes in behind the fencing area here. So make that 2-2. And he swings on that one. It's a chopper. It gets to second base. And not in time. And Wilson can't play that one off the hop. And Wagner is able to make it to first.
Bats at the top of the order, right fielder number 13, Brandon Nicholson.
And that one's going to be popped up high. Playable into the left field area in foul territory, and a good catch on the run made by the left fielder, Blake Jacqueline, and he retires Brendan Nicholson. So one left on base. It is 3-2 Kitchener. We're heading to the bottom of the second. So because Jacqueline was thrown out while Stephen Whalen was at the plate, Whalen gets himself a fresh count, and he pops the first pitch he sees up. Playable to the shortstop, and a catch made. And Whalen, just like that, is retired here in the bottom of the second.
Third baseman number 44, Carter Arbuthnot.
As that was Wagner on the catch. 3-2 ball game here. Kitchener Panthers, Welland Jackfish. Both teams after today will have 4 games remaining. Taking that one in is Carter Arbuthnot, the third baseman. Quick couple of pitches there. A 186 average. 9 RBIs this season, and Arbuthnot hits that one right to center field, and a catch made by Marriott. Didn't really have to move all that much.
Number 18, Evan Sherman.
And now Evan Sherman steps up to the plate, a 169 average, 10 hits on the year, his 60th appearance at the plate. Facing Chris Boato in his second inning of action. That one's taken in, and they're going to say that one just clipped the strike zone down low. Counts 1-1. Goes in for a strike. So Evan Sherman 0 for 4 yesterday. Was 1 for 3 in the game against Barrie back on the 26th, just this past Thursday, a 4-2 victory for the Panthers. And that's going to be fouled away. He was 2 for 10 in that 3-game series, I guess you can call it, with London about a week ago, and Sherman chops at that one, and that one's going to go foul. As Bowato looks for a 1-2-3 inning here. Counts 1-2 with 2 gone. And Sherman hits that one to right field. And the man to get to that one, they would look like the right fielder and the second baseman. They communicated well on that one, and it was the second baseman out in right field. Able to get a glove on that, and that's going to do it. A 1-2-3 inning for Bowato. We're heading to the top of the third. It is 3-2. Kitchener Panthers over the Welland Jackfish. You're watching Kitchener Panthers baseball here on YouTube. Top of the third coming up here. The Kitchener Panthers leading 3-2, and they got quite the finale coming up this week for the regular season. A doubleheader here at Jack Couch Park. A rare weekday doubleheader, I should say. Thursday, September 2nd. It'll be the Hamilton Cardinals coming in here for a 6 o'clock start for Game 1. They're in Barrie on Saturday, and then London comes back here 7 days from now, Sunday, September 5th at 2 o'clock. That'll be the season finale for both the Panthers and the Majors. Playoff implications galore as we head down the final stretch. Pitch comes downstairs, 1-0 to the batter we are seeing here now. That is Griffin Keller. Goes downstairs, 2-0. Keller hit by a pitch, his first time up. Then got into that 6-4-3 double play when Tofflin came up. Tofflin, of course, here on deck. That pitch comes in for a strike, a bit off speed. Didn't have as much mustard on it. But the man with the mustard-lined socks was able to get the call, and that next pitch is fouled off by Keller. .30 pitch. Fouled. But is it in play? No, it is not. So 3-1 the count. Keller takes a look at that one, and that one is going to be called down low. That's going to be a walk.
Third baseman number 23, Dave Tofflin.
So Dane Tofflin comes up. He hit into the double play, as I mentioned just a moment ago. His first time up. And Tofflin hammers that one to left field. And all the outfielders can do is watch as that one goes over the fence. A home run for Dane Tofflin. A 2-run shot. And Toftland, his 7th home run of the season. And another lead change here at Jack Couch this afternoon. It is 4-3 for the Jackfish.
Second baseman, number 5, Brandon Dodson.
So Brendan Dodson coming up here, walking in the first inning, and then was caught stealing. Or he did get the stolen base, rather, I should say. That pitch control just kept in front by Davenport. And already 3-0. Robertson behind the count. Dadson holds off on that one, and that's going to be a 4-pitch walk. As Robertson finding himself in a jam here.
Designated hitter, number 39, Matt Hildenbrandt.
So that home run from Toftland, not only his 7th of the season, it ties him with Hildebrand, who you see up to the plate here now. 3 batters, tied in 3rd place in the IBL. Hildebrand takes that one in, and they're going to call that one up high. They're going to say that's a ball. That one definitely comes up high, another ball. Hildebrand hits that one to short. They get the 1. Will they get 2? They will. A double play for the Panthers, and they're able to get out of that jam with Dadson getting out. And again, you can count that one as the double play, so it is again 2 out. It was the second 6-4-3 double play. Cole Workin hit a home run his first time up, and Workin hits that one foul. Workin hits that one, and that one missed by the third baseman. That one gets out into left field. And Workin is able to get on with the single.
Left fielder, number 6, Dennis DeBanning.
Pitch comes in for a strike. And it's 1-1 to the batter here, Dennis DeBanning. And DeBanning hits that one to right field. And getting under it there, the right fielder, Arbuthnot. Or rather, that was Jet Jarvis out there making the catch. So We're heading to the bottom of the third. It is 4-3 for the Jackfish over Kitchener.
Starting the bottom of the third for your Kitchener Panthers, right fielder number 47, Jet Jarvis.
And Jet Jarvis, who made the catch for the third out just a second ago, now up to bat here to lead off the bottom of the third. And Jarvis turns on the first pitch, and that's going to be playable to left field, and nobody's going to get to it. He had 3 Jackfish floating into foul territory to try to catch that one, but none of them were able to get to it. So again, Jarvis batting at .290 this year. 13 RBI. Has seen plenty of time in the leadoff spot this season. And that one's dealt down low. Counts 2-1. As the cloud cover starts to hit Jack Couch Park a bit more, and that one's going to be hit right into the outfield, past the diving second baseman, and Jarvis gets himself his first hit of the ball game.
Designated hitter number 3, Elliot Curtis.
As Elliot Curtis comes up, 0 for 1 so far, has the strikeout in the first inning. Looking to get a hit in his 4th straight game here. Of course, these 3 and 4 games, about a month apart. As Curtis took that one well inside, but they called it a strike anyway. The 0-1 count. And they're going to check the runner. And well in time was Jarvis right back to first base. And Jarvis, we should mention too, not exactly a stolen base threat per se. He does have 9 stolen bags on the year. He's only been caught the 1 time. As Curtis takes a cut on that one. Counts 0-2. And Curtis waits on that one. That one goes down low. Count that as ball 1. Jarvis takes a bit of a lead there. And they're going to check the runner once again at first, trying to keep Jarvis close to the bag. Scared of what he has in terms of his wheels. Now, maybe it's because they have a short memory, and that one is swung on, and Curtis loses the handle. The bat misses the dugout, but nonetheless, you can count that one as a strike 3 called, and that is the first out of the inning.
First baseman number 35, Liam Wilson.
So Wilson comes up here, and I should mention too, when it comes to Jarvis, lately he has been a bit of a stolen base threat. He hasn't been caught stealing. He had 3 stolen bases in the last 2 games, including one yesterday. Stole 2 bags against Barrie. And he had 2 stolen bases in the 3 games against London. Back on the weekend, just 1 weekend to go. It is Liam Wilson at the dish, and Jarvis does not have to slide in for that one. He just gets back to the bag pretty quickly. So the count 0-1 to Wilson. He pops that one up. Is it playable? Right to the first base. And that is going to be caught. Wilson flies out.
Catcher number 2, Riley Davenport.
So Davenport comes up to the dish here. 1 for 1. He hit a single his first time up. 4-3 Welland over the Kitchener Panthers here this afternoon. It is the bottom of the 3rd, and they're going to check the runner once again. Bowato really afraid of Jarvis there at first base, keeping an extra eye on him. He's living rent-free in Bowato's head right now, and that one goes past the first baseman, and running towards second is Jarvis, and he's going to get there standing up. So after all of those throws, it's going to be an error that allows the runner to advance. Pitch comes in for a strike. And that one goes right to the second baseman. He bobbles it a bit, and they're going to say the batter is out. A bang-bang play at first. But Davenport is out, and that's going to do it here for the bottom of the 3rd. It is Welland 4, Kitchener 3. You're watching Kitchener Panthers baseball here on YouTube. Top of the fourth here, it is Welland 4, Kitchener 3. Mark Perry here on the call at Jack Couch Park, a hot and humid day here in Kitchener. Welland 4 games left after this one. The next one will be against Toronto in Welland this coming Thursday, September 2nd, 7:30, and that is going to be a special game for Welland as they pay tribute to its moniker, the Rose City, as they're going to be rebranding themselves as the Welland Roses, wearing white and navy blue jerseys with a red bill hat, custom Roses logo, and all game-worn jerseys in that game on Thursday will be auctioned off post-game. Proceeds will support Open Arms Mission. You can get your tickets online on the Welland Jackfish website. Again, that is this Thursday night. It will be the Welland Roses taking on the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Jackfish, center fielder number 9, Eric Marriott.
And Eric Marriott steps up to the plate here. He walked his first time up, and that one is going to be caught by Robertson, the first pitch he sees. And it doesn't get any easier than that, folks.
Shortstop number 15, Mike Wagner.
So one pitch, one out. Mike Wagner, the number 9 hitter, the shortstop this afternoon. It's 1 for 1, fouls that one off. And another pitch comes in. Counts 1-1 on the scoreboard here. And that one's going to be hit to right field. Right center, I should say, and that one's going to be caught on the run by Andy Leader. So make that 2 out. Couple of quick outs here in the fourth.
Number 13, Brandon Nicholson.
As Brandon Nicholson, the leadoff hitter, will step up here. Oh for 1 with a walk. As Robertson looks to get through 4 innings, that one's well outside. Now the pitch comes in, and Nicholson hits that one right to the center fielder. And backing up just a couple of feet was Andy Leader to make that one. A 1-2-3 inning. It is a 4-3 ball game in favor of the Welland Jackfish. We're heading to the bottom of the fourth. You're watching Kitchener Panthers baseball here on YouTube. Welcome back to Kitchener Panthers Baseball here on YouTube on this gorgeous Sunday afternoon in Kitchener.
Starting the bottom of the fourth for your Kitchener Panthers, center fielder number 89, Andy Leader.
And Andy Leader wearing number 89 today. We'll start things off here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Again, it is 4-3. Jackfish over the Panthers. Kitchener winning all 4 previous games between these two, and Leader hits that one right over the fence to left field, and we have a tie ball game. Leader got all of that one. Goes over the scoreboard in left field to Jack Couch Park. And make it a 4-4 ball game.
30, Blake Jacqueline.
And for Andy Leader, and that one's going to be hit to right field. That's going to drop. Blake Jacqueline looked like he was going to turn on the Jets towards second, but he turned on the first pitch he saw, hit it to right field, and he's able to get on.
Stephen Welland.
So for Andy Leader, his first home run of the season. He's only his first home run of the season, and that one's going to be fouled off. According to Point Streak here, it says he doesn't have any home runs until today, although I do feel like he has hit one by now. You have to feel, just the way he has been hitting a bit this season, he's got a .325 average coming into today. You'd have to think he might have had a couple already, but according to this, he's only got the one home run, and you just saw it here. Yeah. And I mean, especially with that power, I mean. Nonetheless, Stephen Whalen at the dish. And Blake Jacqueline is at first. And the score is 4-4 here in the bottom of the fourth. May the fourth be with you all here in this one. What a game we got here so far. As Whalen takes that pitch outside, 2-1. Whalen popped out to short back in the second inning. And that's going to be taken inside. Ball 3. Whalen himself playing a little bit more consistently at shortstop. He has been playing third base quite a bit this year and swings on that when he fouls it off of the catcher. But yes, Whalen playing a little bit more at shortstop here in the latter stages of this season. So Jacqueline takes his lead off of first. That one's pitched right to the shortstop, and possibly a very easily, no, they are going to get him. It looked like Whalen may have gotten to the bag in time, but the first base umpire says, oh no, that is a double play. As Whalen turned on the Jets going down the first baseline, but make that a 6-4-3 double play. And now there are 2 retired here in the bottom of the fourth, and Carter Arbuthnot, the third baseman for today, steps into the batter's box and takes that pitch in. Counts 1-0. The lefty deals. Another pitch down low. A little bit more inside in that one. 2-0. And Boato had to step off of the pitcher's mound there just for a moment. Shaking his head a bit. Another one comes inside. 3-0. And perhaps maybe moisture getting the best of him here. Remember, it is a very hot day here at Jack Couch. And that'll go in for a strike. 3-1. So here in Kitchener right now, that heat warning has been in place for about a week now. Partly cloudy skies. 32 degrees as that one is going to be hit right to the second baseman. Couldn't get a handle on it at first, but he's able to get it to first in time. And that will retire the side. So Andy Leader hits a home run to lead things off. And then it was 1-2-3 after that, including a double play. And we're heading to the top of the fifth with a 4-4 ball game. And we're back here at Jack Couch Park, top of the fifth. It is Griffin Keller in the batter's box, and he hits the first pitch he sees right to the right fielder. And a good catch, without even having to move, made by Jed Jarvis.
Third baseman, number 23, Dane Hoffman.
So I mentioned the heat. It is 32 with a partly cloudy sky here right now at Jack Couch. A humidex of 40 degrees. So you don't have to just deal with the heat, you also got to deal with the humidity. And that could impact the pitchers as they try to get their pitches off here this afternoon. Now, not only do we have the heat warning, there is a severe thunderstorm watch in effect. Doesn't mean that we're going to see some thunder here at the ballpark this afternoon, as that one goes well outside. As Dane Toffland, who hit a home run his last time up, looks to add to his totals here. And that one's going to be fouled away. And again, things should be cooling off over the next few days as Tofflin hits that one down the line. That is a fair ball. That one's going to go all the way to the fence. And Tofflin is on with a double.
Second baseman, number 5, Brandon Dodson.
And you think about that September 2nd game this coming Thursday, a doubleheader against Hamilton. An early look at the forecast there that day, sunny and a high of 22. A beautiful night for baseball that's supposed to be. So maybe not as humid as we're dealing with here this afternoon. So that could be some pretty prime pitching conditions here at the ballpark, as the Panthers and the Cardinals will play a twofer on Thursday night here at Jack Couch. Brendan Dadson, second baseman, up at the dish here. Tofflin at second base, one out, and Tofflin caught the attention of Robertson there as Tofflin took a couple of extra steps off of second base. And he's threatening to go to third. And yeah, he's really got his attention now. There's a couple of times there Robertson had to step off of the mound and turn back. So it's a 2-0 count. Dadson. And Dadson hits that one to right field. Not enough power as he more popped it up than anything, and that one was caught and pitched right back into the infield by Jacklin. Or Jarvis. Too many J's on this team.
Designated hitter, number 39, Matt Hildenbrand.
As it is Jacklin in left, Jarvis in right, and Andy Leader patrolling center. Now Hildebrand. And he hits the first pitch he sees to center field. It's more going to shadow towards left, and it is the other J in the outfield. Blake Jacklin making the catch on that one, and that is going to do it. So Tofflin stranded on second, and it is a 4-4 ball game heading to the bottom of the fifth. You're watching Kitchener Panthers baseball here on YouTube. Evan Sherman coming up here, bottom of the fifth, and Sherman will take that one down low for a ball to start off the bottom of the fifth. And Sherman turns on the second pitch. Looked like he reached for it. So he couldn't get all of his body behind it, but he did enough to get it out into the outfield, and that one's caught by the center fielder.
Jet Jarvis.
And Jet Jarvis takes that pitch in for a strike to start things off for his at-bat. And that one's going to be fouled off, and Elliot Curtis had to duck out of the way there as he gets ready to come up to bat here in the fifth inning. Jarvis hits that one straight to the pitcher, and Jarvis is retired. Second out of the inning.
Designated hitter number 3, Elliot Curtis.
So the aforementioned Elliot Curtis comes up here. He has struck out both times he has seen the plate here this afternoon. And again, you think about Curtis, he has had that month and a half off, and he hits that one to center field. Maybe I spoke too soon. Just trying to, I was going to mention, just trying to shake off the cobwebs there after those 2 strikeouts, and that's a good start as he's able to put that one out into center field for the single.
First baseman number 35, Liam Wilson.
So Liam Wilson will come up here. Has some intensity just in his swings to try and warm up here. And he's going to foul that one away. Wilson singling in the first. He popped out in the third inning. And we've got quite the ball game here. It is a 4-4 ball game. Bottom of the fifth. 2 outs. Runner on first. And probably the most dangerous of hitters for the Panthers up to the plate here. And he hits that one down the line, and that's going to be a foul. Some excitement there just for a moment for Wilson. But they watch that one. Goes into foul territory. 0-2 the count. Panthers trying to sweep the season series here. And these are 2 teams that know how to get on base. As Wilson swings on that one and misses, and that is going to be another strikeout. And we're going to the top of the 6th. 4-4 is your score.
Straight at the top of the sixth by the Jackfish, catcher number 34, Cole Workin.
So Cole Workin coming up here. He homered in the second inning, hit a single in the third. And that pitch will come in. They're going to call that one a ball to start things off. Workin, the Saskatchewan native, takes that one in for a strike. Him on an 8-game hitting streak. Hits that one to third base, and a long throw coming here, and all the way, just barely keeping on the bag was Wilson, and what a catch. Wilson had to step out into foul territory to snag that throw, but he kept his foot on the bag, and they called him out. So again, Workin on a 9-game hitting streak now. Again, he's got the 2 hits here this afternoon, and that one's going to be popped up by DeBanning. All the way into foul territory and unable to get to that one was the right fielder, Jarvis. So again, what a throw from the third baseman, Arbuthnot, right from one line to the other. Just in the shadow of the outfield. And that one's going to be bobbled right up, and that one goes a little bit too high, and that one goes over the fence into the crowd. And DeBanning will get to second base.
Center fielder, number 9, Eric Marriott.
So an error after making you have to give credit to Wilson for making that catch for that first out, but he was not able to get to that throw from Arbuthnot from third this time around, as Arbuthnot sky-mailed that one. So Eric Marriott steps up here. He lined it right to the pitcher his last time up. And we have a runner in scoring position all of a sudden. That one's going to be fouled away. And that one's going to be pitched and hit, rather, to right field. And that one goes down low, 2-2. And the 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed, strikeabout. Make that 2 outs on the inning.
Shortstop number 15, Mike Wagner.
So Mike Wagner steps up here. It's 1 for 2. Got on with a single his first time up, but he's going to pop that one up into the infield, and getting underneath it is Stephen Whalen, and he makes the catch. We're going to the bottom of the 6th. It will be Davenport, Leader, and Jacqueline up to the dish when we come back. course, this afternoon, a game of some pretty big importance when it comes to the IBL standings. I know some London majors are watching this one this afternoon with a keen eye. A Welland Jackfish victory this afternoon means the London majors will clinch first in the IBL standings.
For your Kitchener Panthers, pitcher number 2, Riley Davenport.
So again, Welland wins this one. London will wrap up first place and that first round bye going into the IBL postseason. As remember, the postseason, again, you get the your first round bye if you get top spot. It's 2 versus 7, 3 versus 6, 4 versus 5. It's a best of 3 series in the first and second rounds. And that one's swung on and missed by Riley Davenport. Quick 1-1 count. And then when we get to the IBL finals, it is a best of 5 for the Jack and Lynn Domenico Trophy. Barrie, the defending 6-time champions. If they end up winning, it would break a record that was set by the Brantford Red Sox. Of course, the two teams tied with 6 straight championship wins. And another swing on and miss by Davenport. Strike 2. Feels like the season just started, but we are into the final week here on this regular season. Just about a week to go, and Davenport hits that one to third. And over to first, and he is retired.
Center fielder number 89, Andy Leader.
And, of course, speaking of those London majors, they will host the Barrie Baycats at Labatt Park tonight at 7:35. And happening now, of course, at Christie Pitts, it is the Maple Leafs and the Hamilton Cardinals. And it is Hamilton leading that one by a score of 5-0 in the bottom of the 6th inning. Toronto, just the one hit in that ball game. Hamilton, again, 5-0 on the Maple Leafs. Toronto just has one hit to their credit this afternoon. Timochko pitching for the Cardinals this afternoon, and that one is a broken bat right to short, and that's going to be a throw out for Andy Leader.
Left fielder number 30, Blake Jacklin.
So now Blake Jacklin comes up. Has the walk and the single here this afternoon. You got a 4-4 score here at Jack Couch. You're watching Kitchener Panthers baseball here on YouTube. My name is Mark Perry with the call here this afternoon. Panthers and the Jackfish, as that one's fouled off by Jacklin. Two outs. And the 0-2 pitch coming from the lefty here. That one goes outside. Ball 1. Boato up to 82 pitches. Number 83 coming here. Swung on and missed, and that's a strikeout for Blake Jacklin. And we are through 6. We're going to the top of the 7th, and it is a 4-4 tie here at Jack Couch. And just a reminder that tonight's nightcap, Sunday Night Baseball, it is the IBL game of the week between the Majors and Baycat. So if you are in the London or the Barrie area, that game will be aired on Rogers TV starting at 7:30. And Matt Stoddard comes up to the pitcher's mound now for the Kitchener Panthers. Adam Robertson finishing today's game. Having some tech issues online with Point Streak right now, so I'm not going to get you the full line on Robertson just yet, but I can tell you that Matt Stoddard
for the Jackfish, back to the top of the order, right fielder number 13, Brandon Nicholson.
is the one on the mound.
I'll do it next. Yep.
And he's going to start things off against the top of the order, Brandon Nicholson, who hits that one right up and pitched over to first, and he is out. What a throw from Arbuthnot from third to first. So much so Nicholson could not believe it. So again, top of the seventh here. That pitch goes outside. So Matt Stoddard, 2-1 on this season. He's making his 11th appearance. And that one's going to be hit right to the shortstop. Takes his time, gets it over to first, and make that 2 out.
Third baseman number 23, Dane Tofflin.
So again, just back on Stoddard for a moment, coming in with a 7.36 ERA, 22 innings pitched, 16 strikeouts, 10 walks, 33 hits. Last made an appearance in that 4-2 victory over Barrie this past Thursday night. He pitched an inning in that game, gave up the 1 hit, the 1 walk. Starter gets a bit of dirt on the hands, and he's going to call for a new ball here. Again, a very hot and humid day here this afternoon. Still sitting at 32 degrees, 40 humidex, and that one's going to be hit by Tofflin to the shortstop, and is it going to be a 1-2-3? And it will be. Welland gets it over to Wilson, and that's a 1-2-3 inning. It is stretch time at Jack Couch. It is a 4-4 ball game, an exciting finish coming up. You're watching Kitchener Panthers baseball here on YouTube. So Stephen Welland steps up here, takes that one inside. We're into the bottom of the 7th inning here at Jack Couch Park in Kitchener. A 4-4 ball game between the Panthers and the Jackfish, and Welland swings on that one and misses. Counts 0-2. Welland, the shortstop, hits that one all the way to center field, and shading over towards left was the center fielder, and Eric Marriott makes the catch.
Number 44, Carter Arbuthnot.
And Arbuthnot, who's been showing off the arm here this afternoon, comes on and he gets the first pitch right over to the first baseman, and count that one as a unassisted out for the first baseman.
Second baseman number 18, Evan Sherman.
So Evan Sherman comes up here. And that is still Bowato at the pitcher's mound. And that one's going to be flown all the way out to center field, and a very quick bottom of the 7th. As the Jackfish have retired the last 7 batters for the Panthers. And we're going to the top of the 8th. It is 4-4. So Brandon Dodson comes up here into the top of the 8th. And Dodson hits that one to center field, and that one's going to drop right in front of leader. And Dodson gets on with the single.
Designated hitter number 39, Matt Hildebrandt.
And Matt Hildebrandt will come up here. Hildebrandt has struck out, flown out, and he has also hit into a double play. So 0 for 3 here this afternoon. That one comes in for a strike. And Hildebrandt hits that one to the second baseman. It goes past the second baseman into the outfield. And they're going to get the... No, they're not going to get the runner at second. As that one was pitched right to the second baseman. So it is now runners at first and second. So now runners at first and second base. Cole Workin was a home run already this game. Will face Stoddard. That one goes up high. Ball one to the batter here. And for inquiring minds, we do have a late tie here. The Panthers have yet to go to extra innings this season. And the Jackfish have gone to extras a couple of times, as that one has popped right into right field, and getting under it there was the right fielder Jarvis, and he pitches that one right into the infield, and sliding in safely to third is Dadson.
Left fielder number 6, Dennis Dudan.
So Hildebrandt didn't turn on the jets on that one. And he remains at first, so we have runners on the corners with one out here in the top of the 8th. Chopped at by DeBanning. They're going to get one, they're going to get two, and that is an inning-ending double play. And we're going to the bottom of the 8th. Panthers 4, Jackfish 4. You're watching Kitchener Panthers baseball here on YouTube. So Chris Boato comes out for his 8th inning of the game. With a 4-4 score. And it will be the top of the order. Up ahead here for the Panthers. And what a game we're getting a treat to here this afternoon. Again, a 4-4 score. London keeping an extra eye on this one before their game tonight against the Barrie Baycats. It is a game that will be aired on Rogers TV at 7:35. A Welland victory here tonight means London clinches first place, and they don't have to beat the Baycats tonight in order to make that clincher.
Right fielder number 47, Jet Jarvis.
Elsewhere in the IBL, it is 5-0 for the Hamilton Cardinals over the Toronto Maple Leafs. That game in the bottom of the 7th inning. At a very active media booth here this afternoon. 50-50s, Wasps. Quite an eventful Sunday afternoon here at Jack Couch Park. On the field, though, quite the action. That one's taken in for a strike. Strike one. And that is to the batter, Jet Jarvis, who's 1 for 3. Hits that one right to the first baseman. And are they going to get him? They're going to call him out. And the fans not too pleased on that one. They think Jarvis may have gotten to the bag in time, but the umpire right there making the call.
Designated hitter number 3, Elliot Curtis.
So Elliot Curtis will step up here now. Hit a single his last time up. Curtis holds back. Takes that one in for a ball. Again, Kitchener 14-11 this season. And while they might be 5 games back of London right now, they do have a 1.5 game lead on the Toronto Maple Leafs. And again, the Leafs are losing that game against the Hamilton Cardinals. So the Panthers with a victory here can create some extra separation from 3rd place. And even from 4th. The Jackfish are 2 games back of Kitchener at this moment. So again, a big win here would be big for the Panthers as they look to hold on to 2nd place. And that one comes in for a strike 2. Yes, lots of scoreboard watching, lots of standings watching here in the final week, as it is very close between 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, as that pitch hits Curtis in the back.
First baseman number 35, Liam Wilson.
And it looks like we're going to have a pinch runner for the Panthers. Number 12. We'll get that. That is Jordan Carthy. That's going to run for Elliot Curtis. So again, it is Carthy at first. And Wilson will step up here in a 4-4 ball game. Has the single, he popped out in the 3rd, struck out in the 5th. And that one's taken down low for a ball. Carthy not taking too much of a lead there at first. As Boato pitch number 95 goes foul. Yes, we're into the 8th inning. Boato just 95 pitches to his count here this afternoon. Very quick innings. As Wilson will come back into the box. And Boato checks at the runner. And Carthy slides in safely. So again, as I mentioned, Welland and Kitchener 2nd and 3rd in on-base percentage, and Carthy slides in again. So again, Welland, a 393 OBP. Kitchener right behind them with a 385. 2nd and 3rd in the IBL. In that category. Welland 2nd place in the IBL, coming in with 27 home runs. And Wilson fouls that one away. As the crowd gets a little excited here at Jack Couch, trying to get their team into it. And Wilson hits that one more inside of his hands than anything. And that one's popped. And it is the second baseman that gets to that one. right at the edge of the infield.
Number 2, Riley Davenport.
As it looked, if anything, Wilson was just trying to get some wood onto it, but that pitch slinking a little bit more inside, maybe a little too inside for his liking as he swung at it, and that one's going to be popped out of play. As Riley Davenport, wearing number 2 this afternoon, the catcher, singled and scored in the first, has grounded out his last 2 times at the plate. McCarthy still at first. And that's a strike. And the fans not too pleased about that one. And Wilson not happy. Had to take a look over. He was slamming his mitt in the dugout. Just absolute frustration. But back onto the field here, Davenport with an 0-2 count. That one's outside, 1-2. So again, after this one, Kitchener will battle the Cardinals on Thursday in a doubleheader. They're in Barrie next Saturday for a 7 o'clock Saturday night start. And then London comes here a week from today and swung on and missed. A strikeout to Davenport, and that'll do it here for the bottom of the 8th. Going to the top of the 9th, it is still a 4-4 ball game at Jack Couch. You're watching Kitchener Panthers baseball here on YouTube.
For the Panthers, pitching for the Panthers, number 59, David Bruinsma.
So David Bruinsma steps onto the mound, the third pitcher for the Panthers here this afternoon. Usually the closer for this team, but not really a safe situation here with the 4-4 tie going into the top of the 9th. He did get the save yesterday, pitching the full inning, 2 strikeouts, and retiring the final 3 batters.
Jackfish, center fielder, number 9, Eric Marriott.
And Eric Marriott steps in here. He has had an 0-for-2 day. He walked in the second. That pitch comes in for a ball. And that was going to be hit to the shortstop, Welland, over to Wilson, and that's the first out of the inning. So now Mike Wagner comes up here. The number 9 hitter, shortstop for the Welland Jackfish.
Mike Wagner.
Took that one outside, ball 1. And Bruinsma, a bit more of a sidearm pitcher. Has a lot of power that he generates on the release. And the 2-0 pitch right into center field, I should say, and having to run in on that one was Andy Leader, and he gets the out. So now Brandon Nicholson, the right fielder, batting leadoff here, or the usual leadoff hitter. Up for the Jackfish.
Back to the top of the order, right fielder number 13, Brandon Nicholson.
As Nicholson 0 for 3 with a walk. Hits that one into the outfield, but that one does shade over foul to left. A 4-4 ball game. As Nicholson takes that one in for a strike. Strike 2. And Bruinsma is dealing here this afternoon. That one will go outside. Ball 2. And Bruinsma with the pitch. That one's fouled away. Again, Nicholson without a hit here this afternoon. That would snap a 3-game hit streak for him. He's been 0 for 4. He's been 1 for 4 in his last 3 games, and he'll take that one down low for a ball. Count is now full. And Bruinsma setting up here for the 3-2 pitch. Hit right to Bruinsma. It sounded like the bat cracked on that one, and that's going to be an out. And we're going to the bottom of the 9th. The Panthers and the Jackfish tied at 4. Now, we do apologize for some of the technical difficulties you're seeing right now. Our video has been bumped out as the wind ended up knocking over the iPad that is actually filming this game. And we are back on. And the Jackfish, as you can see there now, they have a new pitcher on the mound. That is number 41. Yeah, 41. That is Jake Harford, the 6'5", 195-pounder. His 3rd appearance of the season He actually pitched 7 innings in the game on Wednesday. It was a 6-1 victory for the Jackfish over Brantford.
Starting the bottom of the ninth for your Kitchener Panthers, center fielder number 89, Andy Leader.
As the Silver Creek, New York native makes his first relief appearance of the year. And Leader takes that one in for a strike. So yes, Hartford pitching 7 innings in both of his appearances this season. August 19th, 7 innings in a 13-2 win over Hamilton. And then at Brantford on Wednesday, another 7 innings there. Coming in with a 1.92 ERA, 14 innings pitched, as you can imagine. 20 strikeouts, just the 2 walks. And Leader swings on that one and misses. Another strike. And Leader hits that one to right field, and that one is going to go foul as Leader has to get back. Leader getting about 3/4 of the way to first base before that one dropped foul. They got a 4-4 ball game, bottom of the 9th. The Panthers looking to walk things off here. And Leader hits that one just over the head of the shortstop. And Leader gets on with a single. And he's going to hold off and put on the brakes.
Left fielder number 30, Blake Jacqueline.
So now Jacqueline comes up. 1 for 2 with a walk. Singled in the 4th. He struck out in the 6th inning. That was his last time up, and he's showing bunt here, and he's going to bunt that one down the first baseline and went a little bit more into the infield. But Jacqueline will take the out, but advances the runner, and now Leader stands on second base.
Shortstop number 5, Stephen Welland.
So now Stephen Whalen with a runner in scoring position, and it looks like they're just going to walk him. They are. So they're going to put a runner on first. Whalen's going to trot over to first base. An intentional walk.
Third baseman number 44, Carter Arbuthnot.
And now Arbuthnot, who's 0 for 3 here this afternoon, will step into the batter's box with 1 out here in the bottom of the 9th. Arbuthnot fouls that one away. And Arbuthnot takes that one down low, and good protection of the plate there by Workin, keeping that one in front of him, and Leader stays on second base. And if Arbuthnot gets on here, look who's coming up to the dish. Keegan Marsden will pinch hit for Evan Sherman. That one goes up high, 2-1. So Arbuthnot takes the 2-1 pitch. Down low, 3-1. The fans are getting excited here, trying to will their team to victory here this afternoon. A 4-4 ball game. Don Menard patrolling third base, gives the signal. And that one goes in for a ball and a walk, and the bases are loaded with 1 out for Keegan Marsden.
Pinch hitter number 34, Keegan Marsden.
So Marsden is in for Sherman here in the bottom of the 9th. Marsden at .338 average, looking to put this one away. Goes in for a strike. 0-1. And Marsden, he was 2 for 4 in the game yesterday with an RBI. And he hits that one up high. Is it going to be deep enough? It looks like it is. It's going to get back. And a pitch to home. They're going to keep the runners on base. A great play by the center fielder of the Welland Jackfish out there. That's Eric Marriott. Ran in, into shallow center field, nabs it, and pitches it right back into the infield.
Right fielder number 4.
So now a bit more of a situation that's controllable here. 2 out. But still, you got the bases loaded here for the Panthers. And Harford trying to put this inning away and try to get to extras. And his delivery is pretty interesting here too, folks. Harford, he's got that delayed start to his throw before he delivers the actual pitch. Very calm, and you'll see it here, the delay of the pitch. That goes in for a strike, 2-1. And it's Jet Jarvis at the dish. He's 1 for 4 here this afternoon. And that's going to be hit to the shortstop, and that is going to do it here. We're going to extras for the first time at Jack Couch Park this season. It is 4-4 as the Welland Jackfish get out of a big jam there. Now, for those not familiar with extra innings, of course, the IBL has the same rules as what we see in the major leagues. The runner starts at second base, and it is the last batter that was at the dish for the Jackfish, Brandon Nicholson, that is out there. And it is Griffin Keller that will start things off here.
For the Jackfish, first baseman number 24, Griffin Keller.
And it is a new pitcher in That is Jordan Carthy that is pitching for the Panthers here this afternoon, and that one is going to go right to the second baseman, and they'll get the out. And that is Marsden out at second base, as he did come in for Evan Sherman there in the ninth.
Baseman number 23, Dane Tofflin.
So Nicholson did advance to third on that out, and now it is Dane Tofflin, who is 2 for 4, taken in for a strike. And Carthy takes a look at the runner at third, pitches in, comes in for a ball. Carthy making his 6th appearance on the mound this season. And Tofflin flies that one into foul territory. They're not going to get to that one, as that one goes way out of here and into the seats. So Carthy, a 14.21 ERA, 6 and a third innings pitched, 5 strikeouts, 2 walks, 9 hits. Was last on the mound on the 22nd in an 11-7 loss to London. Pitched an inning in that one, gave up a hit and a run. And Tofflin fouls that one off again. But as of late, has been seeing a little bit more appearances on the base paths. He's been called in to be a pinch runner a couple of times. He was 1 for 4 in yesterday's game. That one goes outside, another ball. And the 2-2 pitch. Down low. And the count is full now to the batter, Toftland. And it is Dadson that is still in the on-deck circle. Not really much of a circle, but he is on deck. And Tofflin flies that one to center field. Looks like this could score a run. And Leader hits this one to home all the way to the plate, and it's not going to be in time. And the Jackfish take the lead here in the 10th.
Second baseman number 5, Brandon Dodson.
And Dadson flies that one right to the third baseman and trying to get under it. He does. And a good catch made by said third baseman, Arbuthnot. And that's going to do it. We're going to the bottom of the 10th. It is Welland 5, Kitchener 4. And coming up for the Panthers, it will be the top of the order. Or rather, the second, third, and fourth batter. Curtis, Wilson, and Davenport. So a couple of notes here going to the bottom of the 10th. Not only it will be Jet Jarvis going to second base to start things off here, but again, Elliot Curtis did have a pinch runner come in for him the last time up. So it will be Jordan Carthy, who just pitched the top of the 10th, that will also come to the plate here. As we're going to have a bit of a discussion on the mound before things get started here.
Starting the bottom of the 10th for the Panthers, pinch hitter number 12, Jordan Carthy.
As they try to figure out what they're going to do here. Again, the Jackfish getting the one run on the board. And the Panthers, first time experiencing extra innings this season. As Jarvis will take his lead off of second. Jordan Carthy tried to go for the bunt, and they're going to try and get the runner at second. No. Pitch comes in too late. So it is an 0-1 count to Jordan Carthy here to start things off. Pitch goes outside, 1-1. And Carthy shows bunt, bunts it down a little bit too hard, but that's going to go foul. And it looked like the first baseman, Griffin Keller, had that one scouted. And we'll see if Carthy's going to show bunt here again. Again, nobody out, 1-2 the count. Carthy looks like he's ready to swing on this one. That one goes down low. 2-2. Carthy takes the 2-2 pitch, swing on and miss, and that's going to be a strikeout for the opening out of the inning.
First baseman number 35, Liam Wilson.
So Wilson, he's 0 for 4 here this afternoon. As they took away the hit that he had in the first. Because he initially had the hit, and then an E9 allowed him to go to second base. But they're actually going to take away that single to him. So again, Wilson 0 for 4 here this afternoon. Swings on that one and misses. And Wilson, he's going to have to be patient here. They know the kind of firepower that he's capable of here. Here on this hot and humid day in Kitchener. Wilson will have to be very selective of the pitches coming in here. That one's dealt. Inside. Ball 2. And Harford deals. Wilson hits that one right to the second, or the shortstop, and make that 2 outs here in the bottom of the 10th.
Catcher number 2, Riley Davenport.
And now Davenport comes up here. Down by a run. But Jarvis just 90 feet away is that ground out by Wilson. Allowed the runner to advance to third, and Davenport swings on that one and misses. Strike one. Remember the implications here. If Welland wins this one, London clinches first, and Kitchener will have to settle for second place and try to hold on in the final few games of the season. And that's going to be hit down the line, foul. This is Davenport. He hit a single in the first, but he has been called out the last 3 times, including a strikeout, and he swings on that one and misses, and strike 3 called, and that's going to do it here, folks. The Welland Jackfish take this one by a score of 5-4 in 10 innings, and a congratulations out to the London Majors, who will clinch first place in the IVL standings this season. Kitchener trying to hold on to second. They will go and host the Hamilton Cardinals for 2. They're in Barrie on Saturday. They host London on Sunday to finish off the year. Kitchener looking to hang on to second place. But again, it is the Jackfish taking it here by a score of 5-4 in 10 innings of play. I'm Mark Perry saying so long from Jack Couch Park. I will see you on Thursday night at 6 o'clock first pitch when the Panthers take on the Cardinals from Hamilton.